click. So I talk till I drop. You say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you patronize, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side. And it's smooth how you move, cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can I have the throne? I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it. Thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
Hey, I'm Brian, and I'm here to talk about my team. Right now, Grant Hill is included in the latest Idols release. Along with Diamond, Westbrook, and Petrovic, this is truly a can't-miss pack. And don't forget, each season in my team has tons of unique reward cards. In Season 2, there's
The Timberwolves were all business as they came through the tunnel, determined to give their fans a reason to celebrate tonight. Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota, the setting for our broadcast tonight. Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started with some Saturday NBA action brought to you by 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. We have seen D'Angelo Russell's ice in my veins celebration after he makes big shots. And D'Lo credits his father for the inspiration, saying he used to say that all the time. Play like you have ice in your veins. So that's how I play. No feeling, letting it go, playing free. Kevin, that's how I'm doing the sideline report tonight.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. Two teams badly needing a win tonight, Greg. Some desperations on both sides.
Yeah, and it's easy to start second-guessing yourself, Kevin. You want to make adjustments, but also stay true to who you are.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Bridges out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Terry Rozier. And there's Bismack, Biyombo, and it's Graham in at the 2 spot. And for the Timberwolves, Beasley is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Karl-Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Right side Towns, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Here's Rozier. Out to the right wing. Bridges, no one around him. Hits the three-point bomb.
No hesitation from Bridges there. He knows exactly when he should look to shoot it off the catch.
It's Russell with the drive. Rozier with the steal. Biyombo up top. And the rejection by Towns. For 3, Beasley sinks the three-pointer.
Boy, that's Beasley's shot right there. He loves to rise and fire and knock him down from behind the arc.
And here's Charlotte. Bounce pass from Rozier. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Biyombo with it. Now, here's Bridges. Pass to Rozier. Six on the shot clock. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Now Bridges. Here's Biyombo. And it's Biyombo with the jam.
Well, I tell you, Bridges is doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
You know, discussing Biyombo, it's hard not to think back to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers, is it?
I mean, how about 39 minutes? Only 7 points scored, but how about 26 rebounds to lead his team to victory? He actually had a terrific series all the way around and then parlayed that into a $72 million contract the following year.
You know, for a guy with Towns' size, I mean, to have this level of body control, I'll tell you what, it's no wonder the contact didn't bother the shot.
Rozier finds Washington. Rebound by Okogie.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
You know, defensively, you've got to respect Towns' jumper. I mean, that creates driving lanes for him because you do have to guard him because he'll make you pay if you don't.
And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul. The pass to Biyombo. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Biyombo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
When Rozier is seeing the floor that well, makes everything easier for him and his team.
Towns. That shot is off. And so Graham will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Graham dishes to Biyombo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Tell you what, the bruising strength of Biyombo, effective in drawing contact on the way up.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
He's off on the first.
Well, I like the tough-nosed nature of Bismack Biyombo. He's a dependable role player who works hard on defense.
Minnesota making a switch here. Reed's checked in. And the second free throw, good. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Russell lays it up off the glass.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now, here's Washington. They double him with Russell. Biyombo kicks to Washington. Good, nice job down low.
Boy, lock into that focus from Washington there. Love the body control, too. Excellent.
Here's Okogie, defended by Bridges. Minnesota gets it back. And a new shot clock of 14 seconds. And he gets it back. Hornets have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Launches a 3, and it's the Hornets another 3.
Well, you can see the work being put in on that particular shot for Bridges, and his confidence as a result is continuing to grow.
Now, here is Russell. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Rozier. And that one is good.
One of the things Rozier does best, attack, going right at guys.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Beasley. And it's Biyombo with the rebound. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Graham against Beasley. Graham, the pass to Bridges. Charlotte moving it around. Pass to Washington. Back to Graham. Offline with his 3. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. On its way from Beasley for 2. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
When defending Beasley, you've got to get up on him. I mean, he's lethal as a catch-and-shoot guy.
Pass to Biyombo. He kicks to Bridges. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And in a positionless league, Clark, those classic tweeners like Miles Bridges, who used to have trouble finding a role, are now pivotal to a team's success.
Yeah, you know, he's a real high-character kid when you look at Bridges, so you knew he was going to have a chance to max out his potential. A great athlete. He can play multiple positions. You can use him in a lot of different lineups. Still working on his three-point shot, but I'm sure he'll get better at that, and he's also trying to become a better passer, but he's the kind of guy that you want on your team because he gives you a lot of versatility and value.
And the first one drops. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team. And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Now here's Zeller. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Lehman. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
To the right side. Bridges cans the shot with nobody near him. Bridges has got 10 points in the game.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Here's Noel. No good from outside. Charlotte in the lead. Graham kicks to Rozier. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. 5 points in the game.
All Rozier needs is a little breathing room, and he's firing that thing, and usually knocking it down.
It's good on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Graham, the pass to Zeller. Rozier with the ball. Back to Zeller, uncovered, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Well, I love seeing Zeller being aggressive and assertive. I mean, no wasted motion. Playing with a purpose there.
A nice shot by Culver.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Rozier kicks to Graham. Back to Rozier. Lets it go with a three. That one, no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Noel. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Noel's got his second basket. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
To the middle. Here's Rozier. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Hornets lead by 1.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
No hesitation at all on the catch and shoot. Rozier knows his time is tight, and he lets it fly.
And stolen by Graham. A fast break now for Charlotte. Hangs in the air. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Hornets.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Bacon, he's checked in for the Hornets. Batum comes in for Devontae Graham.
And Clark, he's proving to be one of the more explosive players in the league. Scary Terry.
He has the build of a boxer, Greg, in some ways. Great muscle definition, really quick in all aspects. You notice nobody really ever messes with this guy. He's quiet, and those guys often are the scariest because you know they're tough when they don't say much. And his style of play is pretty much fear-striking as well.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
And taken away by Johnson. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And here's Batum. Kicks it to Zeller. Trying his luck from deep. Minnesota with the rebound. 1:44 left to play in the first quarter. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Both good from the line that time. Hornets leading by 4. Rozier looking around, and a wide open look for Zeller. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Noel. And Rozier pulls it down, and it's the Hornets' ball. Now here's Batum. Defense right on him. Bucket is good.
Boy, the quick feet and long strides of Batum, especially lethal in the open court.
Here's Noel. Zeller grabs the board. Here's Charlotte now. They're on a 15-6 run. And Batum is good for 3. Batum's got 5.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this. Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Bacon's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 11. Here's Culver, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, nice play that time by Jarrett Culver. Excellent moves to draw the defenders off balance, and then the strength to finish through the contact.
D'Angelo Russell's checked in for the Timberwolves. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Biyombo's checked in. And that one misses.
And coming into the 2019 draft, Jarrett Culver seen as a prospect with a high floor, but perhaps a limited upside. Clark, do you see that?
Yeah, you know what, Greg? I think it's one way to look at it. I kind of look at it this way. You have to keep raising your basement so that your low is higher as you go through. And I do think he's got a pretty good upside. Most of it is going to depend on how he develops as a perimeter shooter. Well, I tell you, you got to appreciate the energy Culver plays with. His smarts, his aggressiveness, especially when he puts those things to use on the boards.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
That's good from Rozier.
You know, Rozier was originally drafted by the Celtics, had to back up Isaiah Thomas and Kyrie Irving, but his time to lead has come, and he's answered the bell well.
Good on both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
There's Russell with the 3. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets. With their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we'll be right back after this. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason work he put in.
I picked a lot of people's brains. You know, going into the summer, a lot of guys that have made that jump paved the way for us, a lot of older guys. And, you know, the answer that they were giving me was figuring out that routine that your body needs, that your mind needs to prepare for each game. And once I started getting in that consistent routine of napping, eating, my pregame meal, things of that sort, it kind of started to come for me.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
You know, the talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
On the court for the Hornets, inside Cody Zeller and Bismack Biyombo. Batuma's out there with Terry Rozier, and it's Bacon in at the 3 spot. That one falls.
Yeah, tough to box out Biyombo on the glass. I mean, this guy does a nice job anticipating where the misses are going.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. And guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Well, as a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for you. David, thank you for that one.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Towns, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Boy, I tell you what, so hard trying to corral Towns. He's got excellent strength, good feet, good hands, and he's got a will to score the ball that you've got to appreciate.
Beasley's checked in for James Johnson. The free throw drops for Towns. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference. And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl-Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. So Rozier will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They've led by as many as 11 points. They get a hand on it. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. Here's Okogie. And he makes that one.
Well, that's his heads-up play on the glass by Okogie. Not only did he retrieve the rebound, he scored as well.
Here's Biyombo. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Towns.
Hard to prevent the bigger guy from getting a clean look there.
Hornets have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Here's Bacon. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Rozier. Just 5 on the clock. Dishes it to Batum. From deep. Keeps it alive. Rebound by Okogie. Minnesota's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Here's Towns. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
And it's in there. Zeller's got 6 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Towns is doubled. Shoots over Biyombo, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And so it's Charlotte with it. It's a 3-point game. Here's Rozier. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Terry Rozier able to play through that challenge and get the shot up and down. Good work.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bacon's shot is off. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Towns. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And last season, Karl-Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
First one falls for him.
Towns, the first overall pick in 2015. A future MVP candidate. I mean, he's lived up to the billing.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Zeller. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Rozier. And he makes both free throws.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Graham, the pass to Biyombo. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Biyombo's got 6 in the quarter.
And Biyombo is highly effective down low. Knows where to post up in the paint.
And it's Towns missing. Hornets leading by 5. Here's Bacon. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Bridges misses.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And that one is good by Beasley.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Charlotte's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Charlotte calls timeout.
And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up. Always active with his hands around the ball.
And so it's Charlotte with it. Back to Graham. And the pass to Batum. There's the triple. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Okogie's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And no help on that one. Towns, long strides. Hit all the way to the rack. Way to go, big fella.
Now here's Batum. He's got 5. Inside. And then Biyombo with the dunk.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
And Towns throws it down.
And this is Karl-Anthony Towns at his very best. When he's got it going like this, he keeps it going.
Graham with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. The feed to Towns. And that one, good. Towns has got the lead up to 1 now for Minnesota. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And another thing they've done right from the start is converting a lot of those second chance opportunities. Those can be hard to come by sometimes.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Graham, the pass to Bacon. Now here's Batum to the inside. Biyombo, and the dunk by Biyombo.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds him. Great feel for the game.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Washington's checked in for Charlotte. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Stolen by Washington. Batum with the ball. Culver covering. Now here's Batum. He's guarded closely. Graham gets a wide open look. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Noel. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Charlotte's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Graham with the bucket.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Here's Culver. Bangs home the trifecta. Culver's got 12.
Nice play off the dribble that time from Culver. The shot's gone before the defender has a chance to react.
Graham with the ball. He has 6.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it. Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Passes it to Bridges. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. He's got 8.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
And Batum kicks to Bridges. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Washington. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got his 9th assist in the game now. Out left to the wing. Here's Towns. And Bacon pulls it down.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Count that one. And it's a 4-point Hornets lead.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And Towns gets it to go.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Now Graham, 6 points for him. Floats one up. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
One shot. Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And few players in our league have the range of Devontae Graham, and that's saying something.
You're exactly right, Greg. I mean, you think of Steph, obviously, and you think of Dame, Lillard. But Graham, you know, he can stretch you out just as far as those guys can, and he does it with the same ease. So you look at his year last year, it really was one of the few bright spots for the Hornets.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Pass to Layman. Shoots over Bridges. And the baseline jumper, no good. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Graham. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Hornets leading by 5. Here's Washington, and then Washington with the dunk.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. He's got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
That's a 2 from Towns. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got 5 rebounds tonight. Graham, the pass to Washington. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. And now a 9-point Hornets lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
A nice shot by Culver.
Boy, I love Culver's assertiveness right there. He did not let the contact bother him at all.
Here's Graham. He's got 11. .115 left in the second quarter. Bridges for 3. That one misses. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
The shot's good. And now just a 5-point Hornets lead. 59 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And here is Graham to the paint. Bacon gets the bucket. Bacon's got 4 points in the quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Minnesota. The Hornets also with a sub. Rozier's checked in. 41 seconds left to play in the first half. For 3, Beasley nailed from three-point land. Beasley's got 10.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Hornets leading by 4. Beasley with the steal. Right wing. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Zeller. And Culver pulls it down. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. For 3, Beasley. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. And it's 13 points for Beasley. In the corner, it's Bridges. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Hornets ahead, up by 1. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. From the jump, it was Charlotte coming out strong. And for a team that's never made the conference final, Shaq, it's no wonder the Hornets have also never had a regular season MVP.
Kemba Walker, Larry Johnson, Alonzo Mourning, Dale Curry, great former Hornets who never had that one magical year.
Muggsy Bogues,
Kendall
Gill,
Glenn Rice. But lately, the talent cupboard has been bare.
The low attendance numbers reflect the lack of stars on the roster, but I think MJ and the rest of that team and that organization will get it done.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Karl-Anthony Towns has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Rozier. Russell is out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Towns, and it's Okogie in at the small forward spot. That's the group starting the second half for Ryan Saunders. Now here's Graham. They lead by 1. And so the ball's out of bounds. Graham touched it last. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Timberwolves shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Russell from long range. The shot that time not on target. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And the 3 ball is good. Rozier's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Hornets. Here's Towns. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Biyombo's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Graham, he's open. Rebound, Minnesota. There's Russell with the 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Well, the Hornets shooting wonderfully up to this point. 67%. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Now here's Graham. He's got 11. Now the pass to Rozier. That 3 off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And Beasley, here we go. And they take the lead. Beasley's got the lead up to 2 now for the Timberwolves.
Boy, I tell you what, Beasley can really move. I mean, his drives are explosive and sudden. The defense has no way to stop him.
Now here's Rozier. 28 points for him. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Towns throws it down.
Tell you what, it should absolutely be illegal for a 7-footer to be able to leave the ground that fast, but Towns has made it legal.
Now here's Graham. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Rozier the pass to Bridges to stop the run. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Bridges brings a toughness to his team's interior scoring because of his athleticism, physicality, and aggressiveness.
The Hornets have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. First free throw is good.
Well, it's so good to see players like Bridges improving season to season. You can tell he's putting the time and work in.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Timberwolves leading by 3. Towns for 3. But they recover it. Here's Beasley. And it's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Rozier kicks to Graham. Back to Rozier. Makes it off the glass. Rozier's got 30.
Boy, Rozier's simply going off. This dude going bonkers in this one.
There's Russell with the 3. The Hornets pull it in. Biyombo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Graham with the bounce pass. And it's Rozier missing. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Towns for 3. Sinks the triple. Towns has got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Graham surveying the floor. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
3-pointer and another 3 for Minnesota.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Hornets trail by 5. He feeds it to Biyombo. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Great timing on the block there. Towns helps affect winning in a lot of different ways.
Here's Graham. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
You know, for a young fella, P.J. Washington is starting to show some real skill as a trash talker. I mean, he said back in high school, some people are not mentally strong. So I try to get in their heads a little bit, and so far it seems to be working.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Hornets. Timberwolves leading by 3.
And having a mature understanding of the game, Washington exploits any weakness he can find.
Greg, I like that word mature because that's the type of game he has. He's very aware, reads the floor and situations well, and then he executes. He's got a lot of polish and refinement in his game, and he's a utility guy who can make plays that help you win.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Now here's Graham. He's got 15. Batum wide open. He fires. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Batum's got 7 points.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, when Beasley stays within himself, I think he's really an effective player, and we know he's skilled on offense.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
Well, it's been a super performance from beyond the arc, too. I mean, they've been raining in those threes.
That's good from Beasley. Some changes for Charlotte. Cody Zeller's checked in for P.J. Washington. And Bacon subbed in for Devontae Graham. Beasley hits them both. Batum with the ball. 7 points in the game. Down low. And the dunk by Zeller.
Well, you can't allow Zeller to get established like that. I mean, that kind of position, he's going to dunk it easily.
The drive by Russell. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Now Batum passes it to Biyombo. There's Bacon, and he uses the glass on the layup. 6 points for him.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Leading by 5. He gets that one.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
And here's Batum. Pass to Bacon. Beyond the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Bacon's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
It's blocked.
A capable defensive player. That wingspan of Batum's really an asset in blocking shots.
Here's Russell. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year, so just solid at the line.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Free throw good, Russell.
Guys, it's always good to see a young player start to mature in front of our eyes, and Russell has been that kind of guy. He's done a great job figuring out how to become a better leader.
Now, here's Batum. He's got 7, and it's Rozier missing.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team. He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
And here's Hernan Gomez outside. Hornets trail by 7. Beasley with the steal. On Gomez down low.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
And, you know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
And, Clark, you got to like what Bacon brings to the table. Has some size, strength, athleticism. He can create his own shot, but the consistency has been really up and down thus far.
Yeah, I'd agree with you, and I love his motor. He wants to get better. He's working at getting better. And like with most young players, you have to understand when the shot's not going, there are a lot of different ways you can contribute. Bring your energy, and definitely bring your energy and activity to the defensive end and on the glass, and you'll always find a spot where you can help your team.
Some changes for Minnesota. James Johnson's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Jake Layman comes in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for Beasley. Deep two from Russell. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Russell's got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves. Charlotte's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Pass to Biyombo. Now Rozier. Oh, that's blocked.
Well, I love how Culver uses his length and athleticism to deny shots.
Here's Reed. The shot from the low post is good. And now it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead. The Hornets shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. And it's Biyombo with the jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And the Hornets call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Here's Bacon. 9 points in the game so far. Outside for Batum. Rozier for 3. Kept alive by Charlotte. And it's blocked.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Well, that's a case where the defense was working hard to shut Zeller down, but he just kind of powered through to draw the foul.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls for Zeller.
And you look at what Zeller did on a per-minute basis last year, the scoring and rebounding were up.
And part of that, Greg, was that he also took more three-pointers than ever before. It's certainly not his game, but it seems like every big guy now has to at least be respectable from behind the arc, just the way the game is being played.
And so Zeller nails both of them.
You know, Zeller was a high draft pick. This guy was the 4th overall pick in his draft, but he's more of a blue-collar guy. Great work ethic and is eager to learn, always in learning mode. Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Batum passes to Rozier. Here's Zeller. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Johnson.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And because he struggled with his free throw shooting so much last season, I thought he was hesitant at times to be aggressive. Wasn't looking to draw contact and was trying to avoid getting to the foul line.
And so Zeller nails both of them. Now, here's Culver. He's got 16. Zeller with the double team. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Culver's got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves. So Rozier will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
Zeller on target thus far. To this point, been his game.
The drive by Russell. Basket counts. Russell's got 36.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now here's Batum. 7 points in the game. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Here's Zeller, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
And Russell gets it to go.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Here's Rozier after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. The pass to Batum. Offensive rebound. Here's Biyombo. Culver with the steal. And then Culver with the dunk.
Jarrett Culver doing a nice job anticipating to come up with that steal. .104
left in the third. And Zeller kicks to Rozier. Here's Bacon. 9 points in the game so far. He dishes it to Batum. 5 to shoot. Rozier for 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Rozier's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Charlotte. Rozier with the steal. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Rozier forcing the issue that time and made the defense react and drew the foul.
And talk about playing small. Last year, Charlotte had Rozier and Devontae Graham on the floor together for much of the time. Both players right around 6'1". But you know what? They held their own.
That's good from Rozier. Jacob Evans, he's checked in for D'Angelo Russell. The Hornets also changing it up. Washington's checked in for Biyombo. Miles Bridges comes in for Dwayne Bacon. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Nicholas Batum. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Minnesota leading by 9. Here's Johnson. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And for the Hornets, they're shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
Tell you what, Rozier is sneaky athletic now. He is no stranger to making plays above the rim. He's a heck of an athlete.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Knocked away. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Johnson's got the ball. Here's Evans. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. D'Angelo Russell getting it done for Minnesota. And he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three-point shooting. Knocked down 4 from distance in that quarter alone. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for the Hornets, Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Terry Rozier is out there with Devontae Graham, and it's Bridges in at the 3. Here's Rozier, following the score by Jarrett Culver for 3. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Bridges.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Graham, that shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Rozier is certainly a true combo guard in my mind, and he's actually gotten better as a playmaker.
Now here's Evans. Count it. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Hornets trail by 10. Rozier with the ball. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. To the paint, clock at 6. And it's good for 2. Graham's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, you know, in Cody Zeller, I think they've got a guy who does all the little things like making good, smart passes and creating open shots for others.
Basket good. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Hornets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Washington passes to Rozier. Lets it fly. And Lehman pulls it down.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Hornets trail by 10. Now Bridges. Passes to Washington. That one wide left.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. But when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Rozier, following the score by James Johnson. Yes, that goes in.
Timeout.
Rozier's got 39.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
And the Timberwolves call time here. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Ryan Saunders' huddle. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
At the line for your Timberwolves, Josh Okogie, taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, you know, Okogie has quickly proven himself to be a dynamic player. He flies around the floor looking for ways to help out his team at both ends, which is quite impressive for a young guy like him.
And so he hits both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Bridges. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
Bridges, in some ways, to me, is a throwback player. He's a 6'6" forward and does a little bit of banging down low. Actually, a lot of banging down low.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
So Rozier will bring it up for the Hornets. A nice shot by Zeller.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
And Towns gets it to go.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
To the inside. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And it's Towns penetrating. That shot missing. And the Hornets now going the other way. And here is Rozier. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Now, here's Bridges. Defense is right there. Back to Rozier.
And that's Russell. I mean, has the length to disrupt and bother shots, even against bigger or more explosive athletes.
Towns. Good on the shot. Towns has got 42 in the game.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Hornets trail by 12. Inside, here's Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
The free throw drops for Towns. Hornets trail by 13. Here's Zeller. Count it. Good. 32 points for Cody Zeller.
You know, Zeller is no stranger to contact. As a matter of fact, I like the combination he has of both finesse and power to go through that kind of defense.
Towns with the bucket.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
And he had more than enough room there for one of those trademark slams that he's become noted for.
And Greg, don't you think once he got that space, you just knew it was going to happen?
So did the defense.
Yeah, that's right.
And I tell you what, he does not squander those chances. I mean, he's always going to punch it home with that kind of chance.
Timberwolves leading by 12. The drive by Russell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Russell's got 40 points.
Big guard, nice handle. D'Angelo can take you a number of ways off the drive.
Charlotte calls timeout.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Karl-Anthony Towns.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And so here's Charlotte. They trail by 14. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Washington with it. Hernan Gomez on him. And it's Rozier missing.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
And the basket by Okogie.
Well, that is a very impressive, quick first step by Josh Okogie. Hard to defend that.
And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Hornets. Pass to Bridges. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. And that's 20 points for Miles Bridges.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now, here's Rozier. Lays it up and banks it in. Rozier's got 41.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Biyombo, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. The free throw drops for Towns. Hornets trail by 17. Graham finds Bridges. Pass to Rozier. Three-pointer. Hands it from downtown. Rozier's got 44.
Rozier is always looking to provide some offense for his team, and he usually does.
It's Beasley on the wing. Towns trying to get open, and that one is good by Beasley. And the Timberwolves lead by 16. Charlotte has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And it's Rozier missing. The Timberwolves shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. That one off the back iron and out. Charlotte shooting has been just outrageous, 64% from the field to this point. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, I tell you, you look at Washington's motor and his effort, a lot to like about both. I mean, he uses his length and instincts to do a good job on the glass.
Hornets trail by 14. Rozier the pass to Graham. Back to Rozier. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Offensive rebound. There's the pass to Okogie. Now Beasley. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Beasley's got 11 in the second half.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
And here's Charlotte. To the middle. Here's Graham. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
And that one is good by Beasley.
Tell you what, he's getting whatever he wants on offense. It's a lot of fun to watch. This has been all Beasley so far.
Now, here's Rozier. He kicks it to Graham. No good on the three. Timberwolves leading by 17. Towns down low, covered by Biyombo, and it's denied.
Boy, a really good shot blocker for a wing. Bridges elevates quickly and has an excellent sense of timing.
Here's Rozier, Washington, and the rejection by Towns. And it's Washington missing. Minnesota with the ball. 17-point lead, their biggest. And it's Towns penetrating, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got 59 points.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now, here's Biyombo. Charlotte no good that time either.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Timberwolves.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Karl-Anthony Towns.
You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim.
Here's Rozier after the made shot from Karl-Anthony Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Biyombo plays with passion and enthusiasm down in the paint. Excellent at getting the defense to foul him inside.
And timeout call by Ryan Saunders.
Timberwolves timeout called. Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Vanderbilt's checked in, and it's Evans in for Malik Beasley.
Two shots.
The free throw drops for Biyombo. And he can't hit the second.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
And there it is for him.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Now, here's Rozier. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. And that one is off. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. The 17-footer. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Culver kicks to Evans. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.